Hello everyone and welcome back to mbedev. In today's tutorial, I'll be covering everything about logical operators. By the end of the tutorial, you are going to become very conversant with how to use logical operators with relational operators in C programming. So grab your computers and let's get started. In C programming, logical operators are used to combine multiple relational expressions. Basically, the aim is to determine the logical relationship between these relational expressions. We have only three logical operators in C programming. 1. The logical AND operator. 2. The logical OR operator. And finally, the logical NOT operator. Just like relational operators, if the logical operation is true, the result is a Boolean value 1. Else, if it is false, the result is 0. Let us now look at this example. So as usual, I'm going to declare my variables. And then I close the statement here. I want to be able to use a different variable to get my result. So I'm going to call it res. Now we can start off the first one here and say res equal to open parenthesis. Let me close the statement. And then I can just say W equal to Q. And then I open my parenthesis again. W greater than Q. I'm now going to call my printf function and ask it to print the operation S. Call my format specifier, introduce my new line character, close it here, and then call res. So after this, I can now run the program and then see the output. Okay. And do that again. Good. So the operation is 0. W is equal to Q is false. And W is greater than Q is also false. So that is why our operation evaluated to 0. So this is how you can use the logical AND operator. So what that does is that it returns true if both statements are true, and the vice versa is correct also. So when both statements are false, it returns false. Now let us take another example. I'm going to leave the logical AND operator, and this time we are going to look at the logical OR operator. So res equal to, and then possibly W is not equal to R, then OR, open again, Q, sorry, should be here, Q is less than W. And then calling my printf again, I'm just going to copy this instead of having to retype the whole thing because I'm calling this particular function again. So if I paste it here, I'm going to run my program again. and that is my output here. So for the first expression using the logical AND operator, which is this one, my operation evaluated to 0, which is false. Then here I was saying W is not equal to R, and that is true. W is not equal to R. And then Q, this Q is less than W, and that is also false. So why we are getting 1 here is that with the logical OR operator, it returns true if one of the statements is true. So you see that here we said W is not equal to R, and so it was true. That is why now we have the result here as true, which is 1. Okay, so with the logical OR operator, the value is true if one of the statements is true. All right, now let's look at another example using the logical NOT operator. So if we say res equal to, then we just call it directly like this, and maybe W, okay, Q is not equal to R, and close this. Then we paste our operation, our printf statement, and run it. There we have it. These are the answers we have. So the first operation, like I said, because it is AND, it is going to evaluate to true if both statements are true. But if it is the logical OR, it is going to evaluate to true if only one of the statements is true. And then with the logical NOT operator, it reverses the results and returns false if the result is true. So that is why we have 1 here, 1 here, and then 0 here. Before we wrap up this episode, please try your hands on these questions. I have also pinned them in the comments. And that is a wrap, guys. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell icon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.